Hello, everyone. Welcome to Three for the Money. There's three of us. Now let's make some money. Today, we're talking about week 2 of the NFL season. We're just going to get into it. First game we're going over, Pats versus Steelers. Pats are favored by -2.5. Lines brought to you by the Action 24/7 Sportsbook. Sean, what do you got in this game?
It's a tough one. I think it's kind of a toss-up, but I'm going to roll Steelers plus 2.5.
Why are you rolling Steelers?
At home, steel curtain. Defense is impeccable. Like Mac Jones are going to throw one or two picks here, essentially close out the game. I think the Steelers take this one outright, but I'm just going to safely say Steelers 2.5.
Personally, I'm going to roll with the Pats. I think this is a get-right game for the Pats, and I think the Steelers in week 1 barely squeaked out that divisional game against the Bengals. They lost TJ Watt. Yeah, they pulled that game out of their ass. It didn't really impress me that much, even though they did pick the ball 4 times. It just seems that the Bengals were doing more wrong things and the Steelers were doing more right things. I'm going with Pats, -2.5. Chris, what do you got?
Well, first of all, I want to bring up a stat that Sean, you will like. Mike Tomlin, in his career as an underdog, 41, 23, and 2 against the spread. So, figured you'd like that one. I kind of agree with both y'all's points. Neither team did much last week to impress me. I know the Steelers won, but they only scored 23 points in overtime off of 5 turnovers. I don't know. I don't like it. Patriots only scored 7 points on the road against the Dolphins team. It's good, but so I'm going under 40.5. I just don't think either team is going to do much. I see this being like 17-7. Maybe Steelers. I don't know.
I could very much see the Steelers winning this game off of a kick as well.
I think this is going to be an ugly game. I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but I just think both these teams, they like to keep it on the ground. Neither quarterback is great, Mitch or Mac, but I just think this is going to be a very low-scoring game. Like I said, 17-10, 17-7, something like that.
I do feel like this total will be a game-time decision for me.
Mhm.
Whether I go over or under, kind of leaning the under to support the boy here, but I gotta wait for the weather. Gotta see if it's rain or shine.
Could be yucky.
Could be yucky.
Could be another
haven't checked at
water
all.
park like it was in Chicago last
Yeah,
week.
they were playing.
I had the under in that one too before I even saw the weather.
They weren't even
just
playing
lucky.
football. They were playing water polo out there. It's crazy. What we got next, Will?
So our next game is going to be the Bengals versus the Cowboys. Bengals are favored by 7.5. Chris, what do you think?
Can I take this one, Chris?
Yeah.
Can I take this
Because
one?
I have no idea what I'm doing if I'm going to be quite.
I feel like I could change your mind.
You probably will.
I feel like I could change your mind real quick. In any game that Cooper Rush has to come in for any reason, whether he starts or him and Ben DiNucci share a starting role or whatever it is.
Never should have cut him.
Whatever it is, they are 9-2.
Does that
Straight
include
up.
last week?
That does include last week.
Straight up.
Straight up, they are 9-2. So I'm rocking. I am rocking with the boys at plus 7.5.
That is a hell of a stat. This is a gross game.
It is a gross game.
This is a game
Yeah.
where
I hate this. I hate this game, but
You
I'm
know
actually
what?
kind of excited for it.
I kind of am too. Sean, you convinced me. Cowboys plus 7.5.
There we go.
Let's
That's all
go.
it takes.
I mean,
That's all
this
it
is going to
takes.
be this. This could easily be. I'm just going to be on. Bengals could win this game by 40 points, but
Yeah.
they could also win by 6.
Yep.
And that's all we need.
I didn't say the Cowboys were going to win outright. I didn't say the Cowboys were going to win outright, but
This
I
is,
think that they at least cover.
You put your bet in and you hold your nose. This is a stinker, but
Yep.
let's go.
Yep.
Cowboys plus 7.5.
I'm gonna roll with the Bengals
Oh.
-7.5. I
It's
think
okay.
I think much like the Patriots, this is a get right game for the Bengals. The Bengals were not cohesive enough in week 1 to pull out the win, but I feel like now they're able to do that. And I don't think Joe Burrow's going to throw 4 picks this time. I think he's going to burn Diggs, that bum of a corner. He either gives
think,
up
I think
400
Chase
yards.
burns Diggs more than Burrow does.
It's fair.
It's very true.
How many times do you think Joe Burrow gets sacked in this game?
Oh, that's
Twice.
at least 2 times,
Twice.
maybe 3.
Like Parsons.
Yeah, I feel like that's generous. I feel like that's
I don't know. I mean, the whole game, I feel like maybe Parsons gets one like great play, and then maybe another one where like he's just like can't find anything downfield. I don't know.
I would say a minimum of 4.
Really?
Yeah, I'd probably say a minimum of 4.
Wow. I didn't watch the game
They-
last week. I don't know how their
Bengals
O-line
claim
looked,
that
so-
they upgraded their O line. Didn't really see it last week.
Very true.
Sacked 7 times. I don't know. I don't really see it. I'd say a minimum of 4. And that's why we're rolling.
Cowboys plus 7.5. God,
Plus
I
7.5.
just- This I hate it, but let's go.
Oh yeah, this game's gonna stink. This game's gonna
This is a
stink.
prime time game. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. This game of the week, right?
I
On
think so.
Fox?
I think so.
Yeah?
it's on Fox. I know
Okay.
that.
Well, the Cowboys are playing, so we'll have to watch anyway. So
Yeah,
That's fair. Yeah.
they're just force feeding us
I can't-
Dallas.
I can't believe I'm betting on them again, but
Yeah, they broke my heart last week.
but this is
But-
new era. This is Cooper Rush's team.
This is
7.5 all
Yep.
day. Let's go.
Let's go.
Cooper Rush would have won that game last week. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think he did win that game last week.
But if he had, if he had started,
Okay.
who's to say?
So we're gonna move on from that little.
I'm just talking myself into
Yeah,
it.
we're just okay.
I need to rationalize.
Well, let's not get
this.
crazy.
I'm
Or-
not taking a money line.
Yeah,
7.5.
Okay. 7.5. Well, what we got next on the docket?
All right, next game, Cardinals at Raiders. Cardinals are underdogs by 5 points. This line is also brought to you by the Action 24/7 Sportsbook. I'm just going to go out and say this. I hate Kyler Murray. I think he's a little bitch boy. But I'm also going to pick him to cover the 5.
We're just going against everything that we're saying.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just I have zero faith in the Raiders.
That's fair.
I have a little bit more faith in the Cardinals. I think Derek Carr is a weird person. I don't know how to explain him. I don't know. I don't think he's very good. I do think Kyler's good. He's just a bitch. So for that reason,
I mean,
I'm gonna lay the 5.
That's what you got.
I don't disagree with you on either statement, if I'm being honest with you. But I watched. Unfortunately, I had the Raiders last week, so I watched that game. They couldn't stop. I know Justin Herbert's very good. They couldn't stop anything. All I've heard about is this new Raiders defense, how they signed Chandler Jones. Max Crosby's really good. Max Crosby's very good, but I mean they couldn't stop anyone. And on the same side, Patrick Mahomes is throwing to like Travis Kelce and Juju, and they scored 6 touchdowns. I don't think either of these defenses is very good. For that reason, I'm going over 51.5. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think both teams. I could see both teams scoring 30 points.
Kind of high, but I don't hate it.
I think it's very high. That's a lot of points, but I don't think either of these defenses can stop anything.
And you know what? For a home opener for the Raiders, I feel like that's not too outlandish. They want to come out
they're gonna be
swinging.
slinging it.
They're going to be slinging it. They want to show why they got Devontae.
Mhm. And he balled out. I think he had 100 yards.
Yeah, he balled out,
No one
which
else
is
did
why
anything.
I'm going to take Raiders minus 5.5. I feel like opening home game, I should say. They want to show that they compete. They want to prove it to their fans. At least I hope they do. I hate Kyler Murray,
We all
so
like Kyler
that's
Murray.
that's another reason why I'm just gonna say Raiders minus 5.5. I mean, I feel like this one's kind of a no-brainer. I hate these 4 to 5 ranges.
Not a
of
football
Yeah.
spreads.
Number. Anything can
It's
happen.
not favorable to any football
Mm-hmm.
fan, really. You know.
Either win by a touchdown or you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So I definitely think the Raiders can win
They
by a
definitely can.
touchdown at home. So I'm going Raiders minus 5.5.
So the next game, we got Bears at Packers. Sunday Night Football, Packers favored by 10.
Do we need to go into this?
I don't think we
I don't.
We really
I
don't.
really.
I think
I really
we're all
don't
on the
think
same
we do.
page.
we're all on the pack, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big number. 10, especially NFL. That's a huge number.
It's scary.
It's a scary number.
I mean, the Cowboys. The Packers own the Bears.
You still
Right.
got the Cowboys on your mind.
I
You're
do.
Still
I
thinking
can't
about
stop 7.5. But no, I mean Packers just own the Bears. I mean, Aaron Rodgers said it.
it. He did.
He owns them.
This is in Lambeau.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, they can win this game by 20.
This is their home opener as well.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I think this one's
Sunday Night Football. God,
It's
are
not
you
even-
kidding me?
It's.
Yeah.
I know.
It's a no-brainer.
Bears won.
What are we
in
doing?
Bears won in a weird game against San Francisco. This one's not going to be close.
Yeah.
Packers all day.
This is a football game.
This is just.
This isn't water polo.
Yeah.
What are we
Yeah,
doing?
That's fair. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Packers
This is
all
a
day.
football game.
This is like you said earlier. This is a get right game for the Packers. I mean, they want to flex. This is Packers.
No better get right game than to embarrass grown men that play for Chicago.
Yes.
This is easy.
Yes. This is
Sometimes
Don't overthink it. Packers -10.
sometimes it is that easy.
Sometimes it is. Don't overthink it.
All right. The next game that we're going to talk about is the first of the Monday night doubleheader. Titans at Bills. Bills are favored by 10 points currently. This line is brought to you by the Action 24/7 Sportsbook. What are we thinking? Give it to me. Give it to me straight.
This is another. I know it's. Oh,
I'd like to
you
go.
got some?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Titans +10.
Titans +10.
Titans +10.
Okay.
I
All right.
mean,
We're all on the same page there.
it's not. It's not. We're all Titans fans. This isn't. For me at least, this is not a homer pick. 10 points.
A
That's
homer pick would be straight money line.
I mean, that's just foolish.
Yeah, but
but
that
it
would
would be
be
a
a
homer,
homer
pick.
pick.
Yes, you're right.
So
I mean,
I think, like we said earlier, with just on our last segment, sometimes 10 is too much.
Mhm.
I feel like this is one of those games. 10 is too much.
yeah, I feel like we match up for whatever reason. We match up really well against Buffalo the last few years.
Yeah.
I think Titans. They keep it within the number. I will be shocked if they win. I think they keep it within the number. 10, like we said, 10. That's a huge number for football or NFL football.
Especially a primetime
Prime
game.
time game. The NFL will want to keep it close.
It's just textbook Titans. It wouldn't surprise me if they won this game. I mean, it would surprise me because it is the Bills. But this is, as years of watching the Tennessee Titans, it is textbook Tennessee Titans that we lose a game that we are supposed to win. And then the next week, we win a game we have zero business winning.
Yep.
And it makes no sense, but it is what it is.
I agree with you where it wouldn't surprise the Titans fan in me if the Titans won this game. It would shock the football fan in me if the Titans won this game.
Yeah.
Where
It would
you know,
shock me because the Bills are a fantastic team, just like
I
an
also
underdog by that much.
I think this line is a huge overreaction to both sides. The Bills looked phenomenal, could do no wrong Thursday Night Football. The Titans first half very good. Second half could do no right. I think this is a huge overreaction on both sides. I think Titans keep this one within the number.
Yeah, I agree.
love 10. I love the +10.
I
Yeah.
agree with that. I think
I-
y'all said it all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think y'all said it all. I mean,
All right, next we got our surefire picks. And after
Surefire.
that, we're gonna roll through the rest of our cards, and then that's gonna be it for us for this week. My surefire pick of this week: the Jacksonville Jaguars +3.5 at home versus the Colts. The Colts have not won in Jacksonville for 5 years,
Something like that.
something like that. They cannot win in Jacksonville. Take the 3.5.
it's not that hard.
It's not that hard. They're not good.
It's not that
Man,
hard to win in Jacksonville.
That's a stinker, but I love it.
Yeah, That is a stinker, but you got to stick with your
I
guns.
love it. You know, I love it.
I do. I love it.
Sean, what is your surefire pick? Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Y'all are going to think I'm a little crazy.
Oh, no. It's going to be something weird.
Oh.
It is going to be weird. Lions, Commanders, over 48.5.
I can see it.
Okay.
I can see it.
I am riding Lions overs
I don't hate it.
until they stop.
That's a
Until
high.
it goes under.
That is a surprisingly high number for those teams.
It is a very surprisingly high number. It's probably because they both stink, but they can also both score points.
That's fair.
That's fair, yeah.
Honestly, yeah. This is going to be high scoring, but not because the offenses are good.
Yeah. Yeah. This is. But last week, Lions Eagles, I think it hit the over within like the
I mean, they
first
scored-
5 minutes of the third.
They scored
or
what,
something.
73 points?
Yeah, it was
72?
something crazy.
Like
That was the first bet I won on week 1 of the NFL, and it hit easy. Easy. And I was like, I'm fading this every week.
Yeah.
Lions, Commanders, over 48.5. Lock it.
Chris, give me your surefire pick.
I know we talked a lot about how 10 is a big number, but I'm going back to the third spread that is 10 points on the board this week. I'm going Rams minus 10.5 at home against the Atlanta Falcons. This is, we talked about keep it simple earlier. The Rams are very good. The Falcons are very bad.
Yeah, the Falcons stink.
I know the Rams did not look good. Don't worry about that. They were playing the Buffalo Bills. It was week 1. You got to shake off the rut. It's fine. They're a very good team. The Falcons, if they were playing a competent football team, which I do not believe the Saints are, they would have lost that game by 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think the Rams will win this by 2 or 3 touchdowns. 10.5, the Rams, like I said, Rams very good, Falcons very bad. Rams minus 10.5, lock it in. Let's roll.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Sean, power through the rest of your picks for me.
All right. Only got 3 more picks.
Okay.
Saints money line, Tampa Bay, plus 110. Ravens, minus 3.5 against the Dolphins. Yes. Sorry.
It's on the tip of your tongue.
Brain fart. Texans, plus 10 against the Denver Broncos.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
That's right.
Well, let's
Let's
not ride.
Let's,
Yeah.
I don't know what the opposite of ride is. Dismount.
Dismount. Let's dismount. Yeah. I feel like the Texans pick is out there. It's another tenner.
I don't think that's
We have
out
like
there at all.
we have 3 tens.
We were talking about how
on the
10
boards?
is an ugly number, and
Yeah.
we all have.
Yeah. Well,
We all just love the number 10.
I think we've got 3 or 4 tens on the
We're-
board this
all
week.
of us have a pick in at least one of them.
Yeah.
We all have the Titans, so
I don't know. I like the Texans plus 10, especially even though it's in Denver. I don't think Denver looked very good. I know that was a Geno revenge game, but let's not harp on that too much.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Let's just take it for what it was. The Texans tied the favorites to win the AFC South this year.
I mean, they were, yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
I was
They
gonna
still
put
are.
air quotes around that, but I was
They
like,
still
yes,
are.
sir.
They still are the favorites to win the AFC South. So I feel like that's a pretty good testament, even though this division stinks. Yep. Texans plus 10. Let's
Love
ride.
Love it.
Right
Oh,
on.
I'm sorry. Dismount.
Rest of my picks, I got Commanders plus 1.5. This is strictly a gut pick. It's in Detroit, and I just think this is just going to be another disappointing loss for Detroit. That's just how simple it is.
That breaks my heart.
But I don't know.
I mean, like,
It's
I
just a
don't-
gut feeling. Just
I
a
don't
gut
think
feeling.
it's wrong because I think Dan Campbell's like 3-14-1 as head coach.
Yeah,
That's pretty bad.
I mean, they're not good.
It's pretty bad.
yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think the Lions are a bad team, but I feel as though the way the Commanders handled Jacksonville last week, they could definitely sneak this win out.
Definitely. I also have the Ravens minus 3.5. I think the Ravens are a much more competent team than the Patriots in the divisional game with the Dolphins. So that's why I'm going with the Ravens. And then I'm going Seahawks, Niners, under 42. That game, it just feels like it's just going to be heavy defense.
I don't hate that.
And I struggle to see many points going up in this game. And then I also have Vikings money line in the second Monday night game. Vikings are super hot right now. And I know the Eagles are too, but the Eagles also let in 35 points from the Lions. And,
It's fair. It's
an
excellent point.
you could take the Vikings over as well, but I'm just going to stick with the money line. They're dogs by 2.5, I think. Lines brought to you by the Action 24/7 Sportsbook. It's tough to see the Vikings not win this game the way that they handled the Packers. I know the Packers don't really have like great receivers right now, but like literally everything else about their team is really good. Honestly, they just struggle to put up points. And so for that reason, I am taking the Vikings. I believe that is the money line is plus 110. All right, give me your picks, Chris.
All right. Well, you talked me into it. I'm going Jags plus 3.5 as well. I think that's a great pick.
Hell yeah.
Like I said, Pats, Steelers under 40.5. I switched that to Cowboys plus 7.5. Let's go, boys.
Let's go.
That's Cardinals. I've pretty much given out all my picks. Cardinals, Raiders over 51.5. Packers minus 10. Titans plus 10. And my lock, Rams minus 10.5.
All right.
I pretty much went through all of them.
Oh, all right. Well, that's
Oh,
fine.
never mind. I have another one. Panthers plus 2 against the Giants. Why? Like, let's pump the brakes on the Giants. Like, this is not a Homer talk. This is the Giants. Like, but they're still the Giants. Panthers looked decent against the Browns.
They looked a bit more competent.
Yes, I think Panthers going. I think they win that outright. But I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna take the plus 2.
Is that in Carolina?
I believe it's in the Meadowlands, but I don't think it matters. I think the Giants are going to go back to being the Giants.
Okay.
All right. That's going to be it for us this week. Thank you so much for watching. And I believe that we have a promo code for y'all.
Yep. So if you head to the Action 24/7 Sportsbook, if you're a new customer, you can use the code MONEY3, that's MONEY3, and you'll receive a 50% deposit match up to $125. So if you deposit $250, you'll receive $125 in bonus funds. Terms and conditions apply. You can find all the promotion details, terms and conditions, all that on our promotions page. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
See you guys.